Come on, step it up. You're too slow, you're too slow.
Another day. Another bike ride. Sup? Suppity sup. Long time no see. I thought I'd come in front of the camera and say hello, and thank you guys for 400 subs recently. And I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded as frequently as I was before in the past. And I just wanted to come on camera quick and say thanks, and I'm sorry. Just been taking time to like recover my hand and also recover my mind a little bit. So I just wanted to come for a second at the start of the video and say thanks for everyone who watches. So I'm gonna get on with the ride now. I just pulled off into a parking lot that's near where I usually start. Get that camera locked in there. I'm gonna start my Strava up for a moment here. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm actually outside of one of my former workplaces, a bingo hall. Used to work here in my early 20s. All right, Strava's going. Get my hood on, get my gloves on. It's really windy tonight, and it just rained, so it should be actually a pretty hard ride tonight, all things considered. Need my gloves. Sorry for the slow start. You could always, maybe I'll put like a skip ahead if you don't want to watch this part of the video. Just wanted to come on camera. I made some changes to my bike. I had it in the shop for a couple days there with the bike mechanic that I trust. You know, my bike was doing good with my own maintenance that I was doing on it, but I just wanted it to be perfect, you know? And when you have me, who's not a mechanic of any sort, you know, doing what I can, and it's good, but just not the greatest, you know? And I even have my father to help me out with certain things. But you'll never be able to match someone who does something for 30 years every single day of the week. You know, like, you're just never gonna meet up to that. So I had what is, in my opinion, a big change done to my bike. There's a bigger chain ring on the front now. I watched Path Less Pedaled recent video about chain ring shaming, and I said to myself, couldn't be me. I need to go bigger. I'm just messing around. Yeah, I went from 44 teeth, and now I got a 48 tooth on the front now. And the bike is noticeably harder to pedal in the gears I usually ride in. Especially when you're riding in 30-kilometer-hour wind that's gusting at 45. And it's damp out, you know? When it's damp like this, it's hard for your muscles to want to work. The way they would in the warm. Oh, And there's a lot of people just hanging around outside tonight. It's weird. Especially since it's not that nice out. It's just surprising. I think it's around 9 p.m. when I come out to ride tonight. My bike wasn't shifting between my smaller chain ring before, and it is now. I got 3 chain rings on there, but I'd never use the lowest one anyway. Maybe I should pop down to my smaller ring for a second here and see how it feels. I should gear down a couple more before I do, or gear up before I do that. Yeah, that feels kind of nice. Whew. Not turn there, I don't want to get stuck behind that car. Yeah, I'm in my highest cassette gear. I just shifted down a peg and my smaller training ring right now, and it's still tough to ride in this wind. And you know, I haven't been riding as much lately, so that's definitely playing a factor. There's that car. Basically, he went around the block. Been browsing some of the bicycling subreddits lately. The cycling circle jerk subreddit is like half funny. It's like half funny and half gives me like vibes of the incel community. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's funny, but like, I don't know what to say, you know? It just feels like some incel energy too. I'm divided on it for now. Go back up to high gear. Like, basically everyone who's not a pro road biker is a Fred to these guys. Or they're joking about that. Like, I'm sure half joking, half serious. That's kind of the vibe I get. When I was at the height of my fitness, I wouldn't allow those people to call me a Fred. But as I am right now, the last couple of months, I will accept the Fred branding. Begrudgingly. But my wife's boyfriend wouldn't agree with that. That's another big one in their community. My wife's boyfriend. The fuck? Woo. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out if I like this 48 tooth ring. so far with, you know, like I went up a chain ring, 2 chain ring sizes, and I've been inactive. So it's like a double whammy that I wouldn't like this right now. Whew. Can always shift down to my lower gear though too. I'm looking forward to the tailwind. When I could really put it in my biggest gear. And, you know, just cut loose. Like even right here, I just couldn't cut loose because of the light. Too slow on the acceleration. And now I need to get out because I forgot to shift down. Man, it's much harder to start out when you're in a really high gear. As opposed to the 44 tooth. I'm gonna have to use my gears better. Oh. This is tough. I gotta be honest. Timmy might have to put the smaller ring on. My wife's boyfriend's ring is too much for me to handle. Whew. I have so much to talk about, yet I'm not in any shape whatsoever to do talking. On this bigger ring. That. How about face the fucking way? You're crossing. Whew. Go, you asshole. Go, you pig. Literally going nowhere. Whew. Oh. Yeah, I'm slow. I don't think. Man, this will build some leg strength, but man, am I slow. You just need to master it. No, I'm telling you, I'm much slower with a 48 on than my 44. Just get better at shifting, bruh. I'm shifting. Believe me, I'm shifting. Use your smaller ring, bro. It sucks. Oh. Basically, the crankset I used Whew. Man, all I feel is shame right now. Yeah. I think I've lost my sweet spot on this bike. I might take my old crankset back or try to put it on myself. Oh. Oh. Old bike could have made this light. The fuck? Oh. What can I say? Fred and his overweight 205-pound body is just not good enough to push this £30-pound behemoth. As he was on the 44 tooth. It's amazing what just a couple, it's 4 more teeth, but it's amazing what that actually does. It's a completely different bike. Probably better for strength training now. Oh, by the way, I bought a DJI mic, so if you're enjoying improved audio quality, then that's great. I think the audio is much better now than it was. Oh. I'm wearing a lot more layers. Than I usually do. Because it's winter, obviously, right? But that's not the thing that's making me slow. This 48 tooth was on my other Jamis that is now an e-bike. And I should have learned my lesson from that. There's a 52 tooth on that one, and you can barely get any efficiency what to speak of with even a 1,000 watt motor assisting you in the 2 highest gears. I almost break even with my 3rd highest gear on that 52 tooth. Might be able to squeeze out 1 extra kilometer, giving it all my strength. Should get in the other lane, bro. Riding awful close for that red light, guys. Whew. A lot of dudes that are really unnecessarily greedy in the non-working lane when they can see I'm there. I usually don't complain about it, but here I specifically don't like it because they're doing it at 60 and it's, you know, pretty sure it's a 40. I have this fucking asshole full throttling me on his e-bike. Maybe with a tailwind, I'll have a little more fun. Feels like I have it here. Right now, this is nice riding. Fuck that. Rusty almost got killed. True. Oh, that's awful. Dude's got a blinking red light right at my eye level. I actually have a dark spot. Dark spot in my eye. Whew. Bit of a downhill and tailwind. Suddenly this ring feels like a lot of fun. I'm still too sore and out of shape to want to get up and sprint in my highest gear right now, though, too. From the earlier part of my ride. So there's that. These people. Ooh. Yeah, I think in conjunction with the high winds, I think this is a chain ring for this summer. Not right now, is what I'm kind of starting to piece together in my head. It's nice riding it right now though. Feel like I'm getting nice power. It's nothing I don't feel like I could have gotten from my old 44 tooth. Hawk Tua. Oh God, I'm so burnt out. This ring is just beyond my current level. And the wind came back too. Oh. You wussy. I ride 54 tooth. Yeah, I'm 4 months out of shape due to a hand injury. And I'm on a 30-pound bike. And I'm overweight as fuck. It's disgusting. Maybe I'll shut the fuck up and grin and bear this ring for a while. I don't know though, I'm kind of erring on the course of just admitting my mistake. Whew. Oh. I don't think it's the new cranks that I put with it either. They're smaller, so I don't know, maybe that's less power transfer. Less power transfer, but higher cadence. Oh. For the stop and start, and there's a lot of people out. For the stop and start style of Toronto traffic, I think the big ring's a mistake. Like, I thought I'd be strong enough to make it efficient, but I don't think strength is the issue here. It feels like shifting is also the issue, because with my lower ring, I had to change way less gears, and I was able to start in high gears, so you get up to speed really quickly. Quicker than anyone else. And I think that's a big advantage in the start-stop traffic. Oh. Whew. What I'm wondering right now is, would I be able to do a 46 and still do well? I think 44 is my sweet spot. I think maybe what I do is I buy a new ring, a new 44 tooth ring, one of the best quality ones I can get, and I think I use that. There's probably people thinking, why don't you just use the smaller ring? And yeah, you're right, but it's just not the same level of power as my old high gear. And I can feel the slight inefficiency, especially through the shifting. I fucking can't, man. That's it. That's all. And remember, you're a pitiful 44-tooth Fred, and you'll never be 54-tooth Chad. He's with your wife right now. See you later, guys.